Well, hello. I'm Donna, and you're watching Much Ado About Something. Well, it's late at night, and I took a little time to myself and thought I would get creative and decorate the living room while there wasn't anybody to interrupt me. I love to spend time with my family and my grandchildren and my friends, and I try to always have an open door for the people that I love to come in. But that means sometimes a lot doesn't get done. And especially if you're trying to have a creative process and think about where things should go. So I've just taken a little time for myself tonight to get this living room just some spring touches. Now, in my Clean the Foyer With Me video, I showed you the bottom part of the foyer where I was cleaning the steps and the door and light switches and things down there, but I didn't show you the top part. And Donald usually has to help me clean that because that's just too high up and I'm afraid of heights. But there's the whole top part up here that has to be cleaned too. And I have one of those dusters that has a long handle on it, and of course I use that often. But sometimes you just have to get down and break it all down and wash it all down with a sudsy water and a cloth. But I'm showing you this to show you that this has a spring feeling to it anyway. I have that dried flower arrangement and the bird nest and the seeds container with the nest in it. And then I have this chair shelf. Well, for Christmas and winter, I had the snowman in it and a Christmas tree. And that area looked a little different, but I've already changed that over. When I put the Christmas stuff up, I just put that spring stuff back in that little shelf. And the bird pictures and the florals stay year-round down here because this foyer has a gardening theme. And so all of the pictures and stuff, have spring and summer pictures, flowers in them. And I love the gold. I mix gold and silver. To me, they're classics, and you can't go wrong with the classic, traditional, beautiful things. So I've never got rid of the gold when silver and gray come in. I kept the gold, the classic gold and bronze things that I had, but I do mix some silver. I mix metals. It just makes it more interesting to me. So you're going to see that. When you come in and you take a left, this is our little desk area. That old wooden door that's there, I hang something on that. Well, this mirror was hanging on it, but I took it down, and I have some spring floral prints that I change out and put around the house whenever it gets spring. Of course, I've got this picture in the living room, and it's a fall and winter picture. It's got a quilt on it, a warm and cozy quilt, and a basket with linen balls, and a salt glazed jug on it. So I'll be changing that out. And I have these valances here. They're red and white, or cream and red. I had put them up around Christmas because I love to have, a touch of red in here for Christmas. But I usually change those out for spring, but I won't be changing them out tonight because I'm not sure what I'm going to put up there, and it might make a difference as to what we decide to hang between these two windows. I have a collection of beautiful curtains and things that I've used over the years for this living room, these for two windows, but I love to let in as much light as I can with these things now, and I try not to cover them as much as I used to. Plus, with the grandbabies, they love to look out the windows, and they would just be opening them all day long. So I'll not change them tonight, but that's something I usually do when I refresh for spring. I have brought out the bunnies already. If you saw my picture, if you saw my video, Spring Bunnies Get a Makeover. That was the name of that video. And you saw that these bunnies, how I put this patina on these bunnies. So they're hiding behind the plants and they're sitting here on the TV, the bunnies. And I put this little glass jar of eggs in here with the plants and then that little sleeping bunny there. But that's as far as I've got with the spring decorating. Well, let me get started in choosing what will hang over the desk. I like to just try a variety of things because sometimes you just can't tell how something's going to look until you hang it up there. Well, that's pretty, but it might be a little bit too small. I like really big pictures. That one looks pretty. But I think if we use that one, we'll have to lower the screw. And this is the process that I go through. Trying to decide what to hang. Well, that's okay. But I'm not quite sure it's the right thing. I'm kind of liking that. I do like that. That looks springy and light. And good and shabby. Now we'll have to tackle this. You can see how big this picture is. It's huge. But luckily it's not real heavy. could try this mirror up there. But already, to me, it just seems too narrow. So I'm not even going to try that. This picture is pretty big too. It's from Elizabethtown, North Carolina. I might have to get a string and tie it to the back of this so that I can lift up the hanging wire and get it on the nails. Let's see if I have some string handy. But I can do that with. Might just be at a really weird angle. Might have to move this table out. I think us women can really move around furniture when we're determined, can't we? Get those hips in there, those arms. I know this table is big to be in here, but we love it and we use it every day. So it'll be staying for a while. Yeah, I like that picture. I had it there last year. And now it's up again this year. It looks light and springy. Got that little snail down there. A terracotta pot and those little tulips that have opened up. Well, that leaves me with a few extra pictures that I've got. I'm going to have to figure out where to store, and a few mirrors. But at least I got 2 solutions for spring. I'll have to bring you along with me on the next video where I change the valances in the shower curtain, because that'll be next. I'll have to do that for spring. Well, I thank you for joining me tonight while I stayed up and added touches of spring to the living room. And I hope you'll join me again. Until next time.